Good evening, everybody. Apologies about the door. The snow caused some technical difficulties with opening it, but we'll continue the meeting with the door as is. First on the agenda tonight is Bunyay Subdivision, 103 Piggott Road, for a public hearing. Is there anyone from the public that wishes to be heard on this applicant? This has been before us for some time. Anyone from the public wish to be heard?
Mr. Chairman, as there are no public comments, I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Pat, will you prepare a resolution, please?
I'm gonna ask for a delay on the resolution being prepared, just because of the time lag that's going on with getting things through the Putnam County Health Department. So I could
Yeah,
easily chew up
you-
that six-month clock could get easily chewed up.
You were mentioning that a while
Yes.
ago. Sure, we can work with Rose on that.
Just say that again. We've never heard that before, Paul. The delay in granting your approval. Okay, we got it.
Make sure you let Rose know about that.
I will.
Next on the agenda is Greenpoint Tree Service, 61 and 65 Old Route 6, also for a public hearing. Anyone from the public wish to be heard on this? This applicant's been around for a couple months also. Anyone from the public?
Mr. Chairman, being there are no public comments, I make a motion to close the public hearing.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank
Good
you.
tonight.
Resolution, Mr. Chairman?
Yeah, would you prepare a resolution,
Yes, sir.
please, Pat? Next on the agenda, Carmel Residential, 119 Seminary Hill Road, for resolution. Mike, did you have any comments on this?
All my comments have been addressed.
I don't believe Rich had any comments in Pat.
He did not. He did verify the bond that was provided by the applicant. All the planning issues have been addressed. You have the resolution before you that reflects the modified plan that's consistent with the negative declaration you previously adopted. You have that before you.
I'm sure we're all familiar with this. We need a motion to adopt the site plan.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution of the Planning Board of the Town of Carmel, number 26-03, January 28th, 2026, tax map number 55.14-1-35, 26.321, 26.322, 26.323, and 26.324, Carmel Residential, 119 Seminary Hill Road, Carmel, final site plan approval.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Pat, you have the resolution?
Yes.
I'll sign off on it.
Yep.
Thank you.
guys.
Next on the agenda, People USA. Mike, any comments from you, please?
All my comments have been addressed.
And I believe Richard has no comments.
No
and Pat.
comments. Planning issues have been addressed, and you have resolutions before you this evening that you directed the preparation of at the last meeting.
So as Pat mentioned, we have two resolutions in front of us tonight, an approval and a denial.
Mr. Chairman, before you do that, I just want to acknowledge that council had sent a letter.
That was next on the
Okay,
agenda.
thank you.
I assume you've had time to read Pat's approvals and denial resolutions?
Yes.
Correct. In addition, People USA's attorney sent us a document that was distributed to us today, this morning. I believe everyone's had an opportunity, I'm asking if you all had an opportunity to review
Yes.
that.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Being that we've reviewed Pat's documentation as well as People USA's, we are going to vote on this tonight. As I mentioned to People USA last week, for everyone in the room here tonight, we spent several months analyzing data, challenging People USA with a lot of questions, listening to the public quite a bit. But tonight, I'd like to vote on this one way or the other. I think we really need to, out of respect for the community and for the fine job that People USA. So do we have a motion for an approval? Anyone, motion for approval? Third time, do we have a motion for approval? If not, do we have a motion for denial?
I make a motion to deny.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Well, I'd like to go through, all in favor? I'd like
You
to
have
go
do a
through a
roll-
roll call vote, though, just for the record, I'd like to, Pat, would you facilitate the roll call?
Aye.
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 Aye. Okay, the motion to deny has been carried 6-0.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
We have a couple other items on the agenda. Mike, are you going to use that for this applicant? We're just waiting for a little quiet here, then I'll continue. Chief Stewart. Thank you. Next in the agenda, Joanne McConnell, 605 Union Valley Road for a site plan. Mike, I believe you had some comments on this.
I do. The applicant proposes to convert an existing garage barn to a dog kennel off Union Valley Road in Mahopac. The property was owned by Lundy, who operated a kennel, but sold off part of the property to the neighbor to the right, I guess that's the south. He currently has a kennel there also. Use variance is required because it's not permitted in that zoning district. Can you convert the lot area to square feet? They put it in acres. Ours is 120,000 square feet. Just do the simple math for me, please.
I think I can do that through my head, but.
No change on the zoning table is not acceptable. Give us figures for all of them. Will there be an office, counter, bathrooms? Is it just one big wide open space? What will you do with the dog feces? Variances are needed from ZBA. Once values are put in the table, I'll tell you all the variances that are required. You probably need an accessible ramp at one side or the other on the barn so that they can get, people with disabilities can get up there. And I attached the whole section of the kennel law to the back of this. You guys can have a copy of it. Just make sure you meet all the requirements in there too. And put it on the plat.
Thanks, Mike. Rich's comments. Pat, will you net out Rich's comments?
I don't have Rich's comments with me.
I don't either.
I don't think he had many significant issues on this.
They'll be part of the record. We'll make them part of the record in case anyone wants to see them. And Pat, your comments, please.
So you are not unfamiliar with kennel applications. We've had a few, so that it's the same sort of issues we've encountered in the past. The primary obstacle with this is it's not a permitted use in this zone. building's beautiful. As you can see, it's a lovely building. So there's a couple of things. The understanding the operational aspects of the use is critical. How many dogs, how many staff, is it boarding, is it grooming? All of the aspects that we've questioned other applicants, the same thing would apply. Tell us about the operation of the facility. We do have zoning controls that regulate kennels. However, in this zone, they don't apply because the use is not allowed in this zone. But that criteria is useful for you to review because it helps you understand the consequences of a kennel. So again, most of those were sort of operational. Mike raised things like animal waste. That's regulated. If this were a permitted use, it would be a code requirement to deal with those things, but it's just a logical thing to figure out how those sorts of things are being addressed. There are two aspects with respect to the zoning governing kennels that again doesn't apply. There's a minimum lot area requirement for a kennel. It's 2 acres. This site is below that. Does that matter or not? You're going to make that determination based on the specifics of this application. Same thing with setbacks to the outdoor areas. It's 100 feet. If this were a permitted use, this is much closer than that. You're going to make an individual judgment as to whether this is appropriate or not. Typically, what we've required in the case of those narrower setbacks is screening or noise control, a fence, sound attenuation in one way or another. Dogs tend to do what dogs do, so that may be something you want to talk to the applicant about. Note on the plan said they will comply with lighting. I want you to understand our residential lighting criteria is 0-foot candles at the property line. So they just referenced, we'll do what is required. That's what's required in this case. And landscaping, if there is some screening or landscaping to talk about, something you may want to consider.
Thanks, Pat. Before I open it up to the board, I would like to get an overview
Yeah,
of this
we
entire
got a-
project, why we're doing this, what's your thoughts on it, then we'll ask you some questions.
Yeah, no problem. So if you guys pay attention over there, my name's Jeff English, and I'm representing Joanne McConnell of 605 Union Valley. So overall, like Mike and them were saying, property is approximately 1.42 acres. It's existing property with a single-family resident and an external 2-story barn. On-site utilities, private well, on-site septic system, handling all sanitary waste and potable water. Basically, the purpose of this project is to utilize the existing barn structure, convert it into a private, small-scale, open-board dog care facility. We'll be utilize the existing barn structure. There is no exterior construction or expansion. It's strictly interior renovations. It's privately maintained and operated by the members of the household. It will not be open to the public, and there will not be any external staff for this. It will be everyone that lives in the house will be operating this facility for them, so it won't require any additional staff members to operate.
When you say small dog facility, 2, 5, 10, 20, what's
Yeah,
small?
so basically around like up to around 15 dogs at a time.
15-1-5?
What?
15-1-5?
Yeah, 1.5. Yeah.
When you say it's not open to the public, then who are you serving?
It's not public access. Like, no one can just come up. It's privately booked through the property owner.
But it's outside people that are bringing
It's
the
outside
dogs
people
in?
that will be,
Okay.
yes.
What size dogs would there be?
Um,
Yeah, me too.
no, it's just, yeah, the amount of dogs in there, it's not gonna be like a commercial facility where there's 50 dogs running around at a time or something like that, but they could be dogs of any size.
Is it daycare, like every day they drop the dogs off, or is it one time for a week, or one time for 4 days?
It'll be like a boarding facility, so they stay at, people leave for vacation, they will.
But I
bring their
wouldn't drop my
there,
dog
it
there
off.
every day, though.
What?
I wouldn't go there every day and drop my dog off for daycare, correct?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, so there will, I guess there will, yeah,
Okay,
there
so
will be.
the parking will be
It
important
is,
then.
yeah.
Yeah, could you clarify that, Jeff? So the last one we saw, the owner picked up the dogs and brought them in the van, right? Is this, I'm bringing my dog separately, or you go get my dog, how does that work?
It will be that, yeah, you drop off your dog. And like I said, the hours of operations for it will be between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. So any time of those hours is drop off and pick up.
So I point out that the plan shows 4 parking spaces, so we don't have a parking requirement for kennels. So again, you gotta decide 4 spaces.
Yeah, and like I said, with this property, I guess you can see on the plan too, there is a lot of areas outside, and I don't know if you can see it too well on that one, I can pull it up on here, but we designated 4 parking spots to show on there that there is parking. Also, there's a lot of access around the barn and area for pull-up and to drop dogs off, but we did designate an area that would be on there. So if there is required for more parking, there is the room for it. And we'll have
Jeff, one other thing I forgot to mention, you mentioned installing a new water line.
So there is an existing water line to the barn. The existing water line goes to the private well on the property at like the southwest corner of the property. But we will be installing a sanitary sewer service to the existing septic field. The interior renovations will include your basic sinks and stuff to cater to the dogs, washing hands. There's a dog wash area, like a bath, for when they're outside, and then also there's going to be a half bathroom on the second floor for anyone that, from the house that's operating in there, they can use the bathroom there instead of going across the house. So we also have been in coordination with Putnam County Health Department. They told us for this, since we're not adding any additional bedrooms or anything, it's only going to be the household members that will be operating it. It's no additional staff. That will just have to do a sewage treatment repair permit, and that will cover the work for that.
And
So-
That's new, I didn't know you were doing that. Did you do any soil testing in that area with the septic field?
They have an existing septic field. So basically Putnam County said that with the capacity of that it will, it's fine with that, but we can make the connection to the service and the existing field. I think the existing field was also expanded in the last couple of years for an additional bedroom at the house, so.
Jeff, let me go back a step. I'm not sure you introduced yourself at the beginning in the corporation you work with, the company you work with.
Yeah, so my name's Jeff English. I'm with MD Modern Engineering. We are actually out of New York City.
Thank you.
What is the plan for dog waste?
So the dog waste would be disposed for professional services.
So they come pick it up and
Pick it up and
take it
yeah,
away?
there would be a separate pickup for that.
We didn't let you finish your slides, did we?
What?
Keep going through your
Go ahead,
slides.
you guys.
No, go ahead. We'll get
I'm
it.
here to, I'd rather answer questions than present to you, so if you guys
What
got
about the
questions,
floor?
we'll
Will it
go.
have drains? So if they
What was that?
if they urinate on the floor and you rinse it, will it go to a drain and out to a septic, or?
It'll go, yeah, all be connected through internal drains, yeah.
But that'll go to the septic.
Oh, for that? No, that's just typical household cleanup after.
Okay.
If they are going to the bathroom on the floor.
Health
they're
department's
gonna-
okay with that?
What was that?
The health department's okay with that?
Yeah, because it's.
I'm talking about urine, if the dog goes on the floor and you hose it
No,
off.
they'll be wiping it up.
Yeah,
Okay.
just to
Yeah.
clarify, this is kind of the home.
Yeah, it's like the home, yeah, if you look at the picture up there on the board, on the TV, that's the kind of style that we're going for here is, more homey feel, make the dogs feel like they're at home rather than in some type of clinic.
That's nice. Maybe I'll live there.
Yeah, right?
So there's
But-
no muck stalls or.
Yeah, no muck stalls, there's nothing like that. The water usage and all that stuff is, there won't be any like interior drains where they're just gonna be hosing down the floor. It'll be a easy cleanup with whatever they have for cleaning products and stuff like that, and just.
The larger kennels we have that, where they muck it by squirting and have it go into a trough or whatever.
Yeah, like I said, the water usage for this is gonna be for filling dog bowls, washing hands, and then the occasional bath that the dog needs from running around outside.
So you said it's going to be run by the family?
Yes.
People- How many people are in the family?
Joanne
in the
has
house?
her and her 4 kids, right? Yeah, 4 kids.
And that's their full-time work then?
What?
That's full-time work for the family?
That's what they'll be doing, yeah.
What's the arrangement for outdoor play and
What was that?
the arrangements for outdoor play?
So there is on the property where we will be installing a 8-foot-high chain link fence on the exterior of the barn. That's an area that will be for the dogs. It's secured for exercising, anything like that, outdoor activities. And also, like I said, if you look at the image, it's a rendering of what it would look like. We showed the fence just to show the concept of it, but that will be screened by landscaping across the front of the yard. Basically, the extension of that landscaping in front of the barn will extend across to the property line to screen it from the public. And then the existing exterior of the property has a lot of vegetation, tall trees, bushes, and shrubs that would act as the screening for the neighboring properties.
Could you explain the neighboring properties, how far away they are, that type of thing?
How far away they are? From the property line, I don't have the exact number in front of me. I can pull it up on here.
Is your question how far away is the next house from the
Yeah,
dog
do you-
kennel?
Yeah,
building?
yeah.
Yeah, we have a letter, it's well over 100 feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you look at the map up there, because that is the plan, and I can pull this one up so it's clear, but they are very separated. There's also heavily wooded in between each of them. There's a better one.
Is it just one house, or are there multiple houses?
The barn?
Well, you have 3 sides to the property.
Right, so there's a house, the neighboring property there, up there, and then across the street.
And in the back?
No, it's,
This plan's is such a pain.
The house on the right, Frome?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Frome on the right, that's the kennel, and that wraps around the back. And past that would be the Willowwood gun range, I believe, am I right? I think the gun range is back there somewhere too, so.
Yeah, easier picture. Big, more broad over here, but you can see this is the barn here, this is the existing house. This existing property is almost 1.5 acres, so the nearest houses are over here, and then across the street.
A lot of woods in the area.
There is a lot of woods in the
Good.
area. Yeah. But yeah, and just like moving through some of these slides, as far as lighting and noise control, so there will be exterior lighting. They're gonna be basic Google Nest cameras with the floodlights, so they're motion censored, they're not gonna be on all the time. They'll be mounted on exterior entrances of the building, as well as on the fence posts directed towards the property, and shielded if needed if it's a problem, but based off of the photometric plan that we did with those types of lights, the luminance at the property line are 0, so.
So that's.
I was just gonna mention that,
That's a
yeah.
good thing. The only thing I would offer is the Nest lights that go on and off. If Peter walks by or whatever, sometimes that's a little more annoying than a light that stays on, that's a little lower illumination, so again, something you may look at.
But it's not leaving the property line, right? So-
It's not leaving the property
Right.
line, no.
Yeah.
You're on a turn there on Union Valley Road. Do you have like a site analysis, like going in and out of the driveway?
What was that?
You're on a turn on Union Valley there. Did you do like a site distance analysis?
We did not, since it's an existing property.
it's on the inside bend here, so sight distance
Yeah.
is fine, and the width is, I think it's approximately 30-foot entrance.
Yeah.
So, you can accommodate two-way traffic.
And we haven't had anyone say anything that it's hard to navigate through there, so.
I'm sorry, can't hear you.
Oh, sorry, no, there weren't any complaints of that, there's the site problems or anything like that, so.
And Jeff, just back to the operational issue, does you have to bring my dog there and take off on the nose, or the dogs arrive over a period of time? In other words, is there a traffic jam at a certain time to get?
No, it'll be when drop off, when you can drop off.
That's actually beneficial for.
I would say it's
parking
probably
spaces.
better that if it's different times, instead of saying
Yeah.
at 7 a.m. you have to be here, else you can't drop your dog off, because then you'll have all those people there, so. It's a more free flow, not very strict on that, so. Trying to think of anything else, and just like I said, as far as the site improvements on it, was the chain link fence for the dogs to run around area, a couple designated parking spaces, the landscaping to screen, and then site lighting. And then the sanitary sewer service that will be installed. So overall, the site disturbance is very minimal, mainly interior renovations and installation of a fence, so.
So boarding is 7 days a week, correct?
Yeah.
So although Rich is not here this week, he did leave a page of typewritten notes that range from what referrals would appear to be warranted, Mahopac Fire Department, Putnam County Department of Planning, Putnam County Department of Health, Town of Carmel Highway Department. He has, several very typical, not
Yeah.
most applicants get this. we'll get you a copy of this. You can call Rose.
Yeah, yeah, we can coordinate with
She'll be
whatever.
in the office tomorrow. You can call her and get a copy of this.
Okay.
Did you put the area of disturbance on there? Do you know? Because some of
believe
these,
that was like-
I don't think it says,
Rich says,
some of his things,
the
I'm
area
not sure if he saw the
disturbance
area,
has
and if it's
not
under
been
5,000,
provided.
you don't need anything,
Some-
so.
Yeah, because really the only disturbance is going to be trenching for the fence and then trenching, I mean,
Yeah, and to clarify,
not
if it's
gonna
less
be
than
that much.
5,000 square feet, it's not a problem.
yeah, it's not going to reach that.
Get a copy of Rich's comments.
Yeah,
Nothing-
yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Surface on the outdoor area, one way or another?
A surf, like,
Is it just grass or dirt? Or
right now, it's like a mix of like gravelly dirt,
and you're not changing that?
and it's not going to change, no.
So the trees that are currently there, that's a pretty good buffer from your neighbors?
Yeah, I would say so.
It looks it.
Yeah, I think the shrubs, the closest, I guess, to the facility where the barn is, the neighbor to the south, which is pretty far away, there's like 8-9 foot tall like shrubs that basically you can't see through, so.
And you're
then there's also
proposing-
intermittent big trees there too.
And you're proposing the other trees facing
And we're.
Union Valley?
Yeah, Union Valley, we're screening, so we are introducing new landscaping along the roadway side.
Can I ask from a business perspective, how do you attract your customers?
I'm speaking to Mike.
How do you attract your customers?
Just by ads, word of mouth.
Do you do training
Word of
or
mouth.
something? What brings them to you?
It will just be dog boarding.
Please speak.
Just dog boarding. There's no training involved or anything like that.
No, the question is, where do you find your customers? How do they come to you?
Like Joanne was saying, word of mouth and through ads or anything like that. But
Yeah, it's just going to
It's
be
not
word
gonna-
of mouth between friends. They already have a group of potential clients that they'd like to bring on, then it'll just grow from there, because there is a need. The dogs talk at the dog parks, that's
Yeah.
right.
Sorry if I was barking up the wrong tree.
So I would recommend there's probably 2.5 pages of typewritten notes, nothing out of the norm, if you will.
yeah,
Why don't you work on those with the consultants, Pat?
Yeah, and what I'd also suggest is those operational aspects, put them as notes on the plan.
Okay,
So
yeah.
Mike can enforce this down the road and it's
Yeah,
not
not a
on your
problem.
door.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Get a copy of all the comments, and then if you act on them quickly enough, you can come back in 2 weeks.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we'll get right on to it.
Yeah. Mike, Mike, any other comments from you?
No, I think I gave them a copy of the kennel law that we have on the books, so something they can work with.
And Pat? Ed, do you have any? Thanks. The only thing I would say early on, I'll say at the next meeting, but I didn't say it now, is we're really focused on beautifying every project that comes before us. So if this goes through as a kennel, it should look better tomorrow than it does today.
Okay.
We don't want to see a nice residence look like a commercial property that's not.
Yeah, yeah.
I do want to emphasize again, Mr. Chairman, where it is today, so that's a real improvement.
It is, but we didn't
Yeah.
see the rest of it, you know, so no, that'd be, I'm telling you, I'm signing up.
Yeah. And the activities will be maintained inside the barn and only in the fenced-in area. So it will be more, they don't have free range over the whole property. So it's
Beautiful
specifically
looking building.
one of the nicest barns I've seen, so.
Any other comments from the board?
No, it looks good.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Good evening, good, how are you?
I had to drop out of the club, bro, so. You know what, it's nice to go to the supermarket and hide from you, so. I can't hide anyway. I'm not made for stealth. I try.
Next on the agenda, 150 Barrett Hill Road, Evans, sketch plan for 3 lots. Mike, I believe you had some comments?
The lot depth and width lines are not correct. There are 4 variances required from the zoning board of appeals. Provide all easements for the submission. Lot 1 and 3 access through Lot 2, and lots 2 and 3 both access through Lot 1. So we just need to straighten it out and have Joe review it to make sure it's all correct.
Okay, Pat?
So we saw this back in, I think it was October, when it was originally presented to you. As you remember, very peculiar shaped parcel.
Yep.
That results in an unusual subdivision. It really was, at the time, Adam needed to clarify Mike's zoning compliance issues, which I think they have done. I think Mike's now got a handle on the variances that are necessary for this. So we don't have a lot of flexibility in making this any better than what it is today. And he doesn't even know which way's up on the plan. So it kind of is what it is. So there'll be easements, there'll be things like that that legalize the method of accessing that lot. But there really isn't a better way to subdivide this peculiarly shaped lot than what the applicant's proposing.
Thanks, Pat. Comments from the board?
Be interesting to see the improvements that were made, because it is a little odd.
Yeah, so as was discussed at the previous meeting, there were a handful of alternatives that we were asked to look at, or some of which we were asked to look at. The subdivision, as it was shown last time, has not changed, but I can walk you through some of the alternatives that we studied. So one of the alternatives that was discussed at the last meeting was, if there was an opportunity to come through the Evans adjacent property, which is here, this is their home here, and it's one, not desirable to have a driveway and easement going through your backyard, but it's also just not feasible. The septic for this house is where that driveway would need to be extended into the subject lot, and the other thing is you're not really gaining anything by doing it this way. The length, you can see, is essentially the same as what it is in the proposed condition.
And that adjacent lot item is small, as I recall, right? That was
Yes,
one of the
yes, so
problems.
that,
It doesn't go all the way back to the T portion of the property.
yeah, so it goes out to Barrett Hill, and it comes back to this line here, so it does not go back the length of the property. The other couple alternatives that we looked at were, could we eliminate, there are, as Mike mentioned, a handful of area variances that are required. One of them is a lot width on Lot 2. So the way that lot width is defined in the code is it is the width of the lot at the midpoint of the depth. So that being the case, it just happens that the width is measured at a narrow portion of the lot. Once we come into the main portion of Lot 2, we've got plenty of width. We have more than enough. It's just because of that definition and that midpoint part of the definition that it happens to fall in the narrow portion of the lot. So what we've done is, in order to mitigate that, we would need to extend the depth of that lot and thereby draw that midpoint further into the site to get it into the main portion. Problem with that is it pushes Lot 3 so that now we need to extend another 1,200 some feet of driveway to get down to a developable area down here, which is not ideal. So I think the request for the one width variance is a more reasonable approach than that. And then the other thing that we looked at, which is the most feasible of the three, is a modification to Lot 2 to eliminate the lot area variance that's required. And the way that we would do that, it doesn't want to sit on there. One second. The way that we would do that is by modifying the property line down near the frontage, where we would jog the property line between Lot 2 and Lot 3 around so that we could provide the required frontage and add the necessary amount of area to Lot 2 to eliminate the need for that variance. We're showing that as an alternative instead of the preferred option, just because since we already have an irregular lot, this just makes it more irregular, but we could certainly do it this way if it was the board's preference. It's just, again, this is another case of, it seems to make more sense to ask for that variance than make a kind of strange lot stranger.
Yeah, and that creates kind of orphaned territory,
Yeah.
that who's gonna mow the lawn out there, it's really bizarre.
Right. So that brings us back to our proposal that we looked at the last meeting. Now I gotta put my pins back on.
You need an assistant.
So apart from those few alternatives, we also addressed a number of the outstanding comments that were provided by the consultants, particularly with regard to disturbance, site distance. We provided a full EAF as was requested, and we looked at those alternatives that we think probably don't work.
Questions from the board?
So I'm a little confused about one thing. One of the alternatives was to do something at the front.
Right.
So if you don't do that, who owns that property in the front?
So this, it's a little bit easier to tell, although this is smaller. It's easier to tell here because we're not showing any of the rest of the context. But Lot 3 has this portion, like we've got this hammerhead part of the property. So we've got this portion is owned by Lot 3.
Wow.
This triangle here is owned by Lot 2, and Lot 1 has this portion.
That's how they divvied up the frontage, so everybody's got frontage. It's a clever way of dealing with it.
So we may,
In a bow-tied shaped parcel.
Yeah. Now, I noticed lines going back. Is there more than one driveway?
no.
It's
So
one common driveway.
we have a common driveway that comes in through Lot 1. We would have an easement or a series of easements that would provide access, utilities, and stormwater management. For a single driveway that would come into Lot 1, it would kind of split between Lot 1 and Lot 2 here, and then it would split between and then it would go through Lot 2 and get to Lot 3. So it kind of touches each parcel. There would be an easement to allow that.
Very creative.
That was very clever, right?
Lemons to lemonade.
Yeah.
The fourth option would have been to go for open development, but then you have no frontage. That's not we don't like the private driveways like that.
We would still have a shared driveway in that case, and we'd still have easements. It's just carving it up a different way.
Ironically, if they could have sold the two bow ties to the neighboring properties or given it to them, that would probably have eliminated the lot width requirement and clarified the frontage issue as well. But we can't compel him to sell property just to clean up a zoning compliant issue.
And it would have messed with their frontage issue. Then they wouldn't have
wouldn't
no
have
frontage.
frontage,
so.
For 2 and 3.
So, as has been mentioned, we do have variances that need to be approved to move forward with this. We do want to move to preliminary and final subdivision, but we think we need to make it to the ZBA first. So it's really important for us tonight that we have the board declare lead agency for seeker, if you're able to do that. We would also request to be referred to the ZBA for the variances that are required.
I still want to ask, when it comes to, have you spoken to the fire department at all about this? That's a long distance for fire access to be able to get back to that rear house back there.
Right, so this has been referred to the fire department. We've not gotten comments. We have provided, as was discussed at the last meeting, we have provided pull-offs. So you've got 2 pull-offs here that provide additional width for vehicles to pass, by each other. And we've also opened up the radii on the individual driveways to the 3 lots so that they can act as turnarounds for a truck. So we think that this meets what's going to be required by the fire department.
And also any oil delivery or gas and whatever, same thing?
I'd have to talk to them. I don't know if they're planning to go with propane or electric, but we are going to have the easement set up as both for access and for utilities. So electric, that'll run through. My guess is they'll probably be on propane or something like that. That'll be more delivered.
More realistic issues, FedEx and UPS trucks
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah. Even mail delivery.
He'll be dropping them at lot one.
Yeah, there may be a shared mailbox, set of mailboxes at the bottom, yeah.
So
Just-
in,
Go ahead, please.
sorry, in terms of like snow removal and things like that, is it the idea that 3 people in those 3 houses will share the expense for that? I mean, that's not gonna be a town
Yep.
thing, right?
So as Mike mentioned, with this easement, there'll be an agreement that will dictate who's responsible for what and in what percentage, and it'll be very explicit in terms of how that all works in terms of snow maintenance, repairing the driveway over time, and all of those kinds of things are written into the agreement that'll be part of the easement.
And the addresses of the house are going to be Barrett Hill Road? That's not gonna be a new named road, is it?
No, they'll be, I believe they'll be Barrett Hill Road.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quite a variance, you need 180-foot variance for lot 2.
For Lot 2, again, in the main part of Lot 2, we've got well over the required 200 feet. Again, it's that we have, the town has a definition for lot width that puts, this is essentially our lot depth for Lot 2. The definition reads that the lot width falls at the midpoint, which is here.
Right.
So our width is only in the narrow portion of that lot, whereas, again, in the main portion of the lot, we've got more than enough.
So Pat, I have no problem being lead agency. I think we should make a motion to do that. Someone make a motion?
I'll make a motion to declare us lead agency.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
They need to get to the ZBA, they'll come back to us. Then we can analyze it a little bit further, I think. Gives us some more time to think about it. So I'd like to hear from the ZBA also, see what they think of some of these things. So do we have a motion to send this to the ZBA?
I'll make a motion to deny to the ZBA.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And Adam, you got the comments that you need to work on?
I'll talk to Rose tomorrow, yeah.
Okay, we can do a couple of things in parallel. It still needs to come back to us, though. Thank you, Adam.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, too. Good night.
That's my job at the planning board. Come on. Muscle. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you. Thank you.
Next on the agenda, Stillwater Business Park, 105 Stillwater Road, bond return. This is really about Rich. Mike, you didn't have any comments, correct? And Pat?
Yeah, the bond, I think Rich recommended full return bond.
I'm just checking right now. The original bond was for $212,000.
Correct.
Based on,
Did we miss one? Number 7?
Skipped Old Forge.
oh, I'll come back to Old Forge. Based on the inspection, the site features as requested by the Plymouth have been addressed. At this time, the bond can be returned.
Yes. Is the applicant here? Can't be
Oh, I
worried.
saw him sit down. Oh, let's hold that. Paul, I saw you up there, and then that was my fault.
Old Forge.
All right, we'll go to Old Forge.
Old goody.
Old Forge Estates, that's been around for a while. Baldwin Place Road, extension of preliminary subdivision approval.
We are still waiting on Albany for our HOA approval, as well as getting our, what's the thing I need? The Transportation Corporation. So without that Transportation Corporation,
How
I'm just
long is
treading water.
When did this, it seems like it's been here since.
Yes, it's probably been a year that it's been in Albany.
When has the whole project started, Old Forge Estates?
The original?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, way back. Yeah, it's had several variations to it. The most current is the 14-lot cluster, which is best use for the land. But in that case, you have a combined central septic system, and you don't have 14 individual ones, you have just one that, you know, broken up, primary.
Yeah, this plan got better as this evolved, no question about it, but Paul's hung up in Albany.
And I'm not an
Biting my
attorney, so
tongue
I-
right now about being hung up in Albany.
What's changed on this, and what's changed for the approvals, and what's changed in all regulations since
No.
it started?
So the only thing that's, so this was approved, Mike, under the old zoning, right? Yes, well, the preliminary
cluster.
plan was based on the old zoning.
It's the same.
It's still the same.
So the new
It's
zone, the new
clustered.
zoning, Mike, does not affect this project?
I don't want to say what I want to say, but he could probably get more lots now, but no.
Okay, well,
No.
that's where I was going.
Yeah, but other than that, no change to stormwater regulations, none of that.
That's why I was
Yeah.
poking at this a little bit.
No, we're, yeah.
Okay,
But no, the septic system is what basically maxed out the number of units, number of lots. So the number's at 14, it's not, you're not gonna grow it.
so this extension would be for 6 months. Any
That's all you
idea?
can do.
No, I wish I did.
All right, we have a motion to grant an extension for 6 months.
Motion to grant the extension for 6 months.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
What I would like is if they would change, the state would change that 6-month clock
Yeah,
for
you-
final approval. Or preliminary, you know, it's just, it's too short in today's day and age.
Yeah, yeah, it sounds like it. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you very much.
Good night, Paul. Well, trying to make it nicer.
As we mentioned, Stillwater Business Park is not here tonight. Oh, you must have stepped out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. Next on the agenda, Stillwater Business Park, 105 Stillwater Road. We have a representative now. Mike, no comments?
No comments.
It's the Mike and Joe show back here, like, you gotta-
And Pat?
no comments, and you got Rich's full.
And as I mentioned, Rich recommends full bond return. So that'll, we'll make a motion to schedule a public hearing.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to schedule a public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The bond return goes in front of the board, as you know.
Yep,
Okay.
understood. Okay, yeah, thank you. Sorry I stepped out for a second there.
Viola North London Bridge Wells, 39 Brook Street. Bond return. Mike, no comments, I believe?
No comments, just a question. Did you get the CO, the final for us?
Yes, we did.
Okay, good.
So Rich's comments here is the original bond for this project was $108,000. At this time, the bond can be returned. We worked on this a lot with your landscaping, if I remember correctly. Another project's been around for a while.
Yes,
Thank you for the job you did on landscaping, by the way.
and thanks for working with us.
We also need a motion to schedule a public hearing on this.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to schedule a public hearing on the bond return.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Please note, the next meeting is February 25th, so that's when the bond return will be, or the meeting, public hearing will be.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
The next meeting is February 25th. That's what it is. Yeah, motion to adjourn.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:55 PM.
Second?
All in favor? Aye. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.